And breaking right now, protests underway in downtown Las Vegas. Chopper 13 flying over the container park where a large group gathered just moments ago. This after a busy night of protests on the Las Vegas Strip as well. Demonstrators speaking out against the death of George Floyd and police brutality altogether. Good evening, everybody. I'm Trisha Keene.
And I'm Todd Quinones. Now, tonight we have team coverage of the protest. Joe Bartels and Austin Carter, they on both ends of this demonstration. And let's begin right now with Austin right near Fremont Street. Austin, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Todd, and things got really intense here just in the past couple of minutes. I'm going to step out of the way here and get you a look here as these North Las Vegas police officers, along with Metro police officers, block off the entrance here to the Fremont Street experience. You see many of them have those shields up as well. I can tell you just before you took our live shot, several protesters from that direction threw a number of water bottles at those officers, and then a bunch of them, there goes another water bottle right there, landing. There is a wall of Metro officers right in front of this area, opposite side of these vehicles you're seeing here. So there's a lot of protesters in the street. The officers have been asking these people to get out of the road, to get on the sidewalks and kind of disperse from the area. You can see this officer right here putting on a gas mask right now. So again, they've definitely been giving that warning for folks. All right, we got a SWAT truck moving in right here to our right, Rudy. Let's walk down here and get this. We've got SWAT moving in. Okay, and you can see they are armed with, they've got those, they were shooting out the little pepper bullets, the plastic bullets with pepper in them. So we've got SWAT moving in here to hopefully get those protesters out of here. So we've seen them in the street here, and that's really been the issue Metro has been having, is that they haven't been staying on the sidewalk here. So you're seeing this all play out in real time here as Metro SWAT team members are moving in right now. You can see they all have those gas masks on as well. They've got the shields to cover them.
So Austin, right now,
we're waiting to see now exactly where they're going to move. Yeah, Todd, go ahead.
Is this, we don't want to call this a confrontation, but is this the most amount of activity you've seen so far today? Because I know earlier tonight you've been saying so far the protesters have been peaceful and there were little to no issues.
Yeah, Todd, we had just been seeing peaceful protests here for the majority of the evening when we were down on the Strip. That changed a little bit, though, as folks got downtown. When we first arrived here on scene, when we got to Fremont Street, we heard a lot of commotion, a lot of people somewhat yelling at the officers, but we saw those water bottles again that you even saw in our live shot as protesters were throwing those at the officers here. And that's when these SWAT trucks and these armored vehicles started rolling in here to downtown right in front of Fremont Street. So okay. So we see a lot of the protesters now have moved onto the sidewalks here. But we see a number of them, they are still in the street there. So Metro is moving in now. They're blocking off the intersection. We've got those officers with their shields up, still blocking the entrance to the Fremont Street experience. So we're waiting to see exactly what the move might be out here. Okay, that truck is starting to move in. They're moving some of the barricades that have been in the street to get that SWAT truck into the area.
And from your vantage point, Austin, are protesters now staying put, or are some moving on the sidewalk, or is it just kind of a mixed bag?
Well, yeah, if we can push in a little bit further down the road there to see where the protesters are. They were a lot closer, but they have retreated a bit. Of course, when they saw those SWAT team members rolling in those trucks, they did start to retreat a bit, but we have sort of seen the song and dance of the protesters retreating, then coming back closer. Okay, oh, there we go.
Yep.
Oh, someone just threw another water bottle there. Oh, they're spraying tear gas. Okay, yeah, these protesters are on the run now.
Yeah, it looks like they're running away from the scene.
Yep.
Okay. We're hearing some profane.
We apologize for any language happening here, but this is an active scene here, as you can imagine. So they just deployed that tear gas out here. We're hearing a lot of banging. So yeah, these officers trying to get all of these protesters out of the road, and now it seems just completely out of the area.
And Austin, right now, are you in a safe location, and do officers there realize that you're a member of the media?
Yes, absolutely. We are in a crew of 3 here. We all have our media credentials on us. I have my microphone here with the 13 on it, and we've definitely been making eye contact with those officers so they know that we are here. Of course, trying to respect their space here as they handle this situation. Of course, we don't want to put ourselves in any kind of danger as well here. So where we are positioned here near the entrance of the Fremont Street Experience, we're kind of opposite to where those protesters were. They really didn't take over this section of the intersection. They were more so to the south, closer towards Carson Avenue. And now I'm being told Joe Bartels also has an active scene going on right now. I want to send things over to him real quick. Joe.
Yeah, Austin, we're on the other side of where you're at right now. We're at 6th and Carson, and this is the contingent of officers that we've seen. All their lights were on just a little bit ago, and within the past few minutes, as you were reporting live here on 13 Action News, we saw them don their gas masks and then move into position. And then, as you were mentioning, I heard the concussive booms in your live shot, because I'm not far away again, and I could see people starting to run down Las Vegas Boulevard. That's what we have just been seeing within the past few minutes here, but we have been all over the place today. We have been over on by Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard, where a lot of the protesters were walking. Then down over by Fashion Show, we saw the contingent of officers. People were starting to form there, and then people were walking up Las Vegas Boulevard. And if these are the same protesters that we saw walking all the way from the Stratosphere or even Wynn or Fashion Show, it is going to be quite a long walk to go all the way back to where their cars are parked, or where they're going to get home perhaps. So this is what we're seeing right now. We see officers now kind of advancing towards us. And
Joe, I just
there's a
saw
skirmish kind of behind me, someone yelling at an officer. Tricia, go ahead.
Yeah, I just saw some people walking by you just calmly. Are there other people besides the protesters in the area where you're at, or is it cordoned off?
It's not cordoned off. It looks like these are kind of people who are starting to peel off. They've been really dispersing most of the night, as we've been hearing people kind of police have been telling people to move along or move on. That's one of the things I noticed since nights prior, perhaps, things not nearly as organized as it was in the previous nights here. So there was a lot of different groups that were walking. It was really disjointed at times, people walking in different directions and whatnot. So this is what we're seeing, kind of the dispersal as they put out that tear gas agent, and now people kind of filing out on the outskirts here. So you can see these people kind of starting to walk away now. Stephanie, if you go back to Las Vegas Boulevard really quick, you can see the folks there. And I just heard Alex Wiles, my producer, in my ear. You're kind of breaking up, so Alex, I did not get your instructions just yet, so we'll send it back to you guys.
Well, Joe, I'm curious now. You've covered the protest for a multiple number of nights. You've seen a lot. Can you compare what you've seen so far tonight to what you've seen in the previous couple of nights in terms of intensity with the protesters?
Yeah, from what I've seen in previous nights, of course, Friday night was the walk down the Strip, and then the congregation right at Flamingo and Las Vegas Boulevard. We had hundreds of people. You saw people confronting police, and police trying to go back and make arrests, and we saw people getting dragged across Las Vegas Boulevard. So tonight, for the most part, very peaceful, it looked like, and people respecting what law enforcement was saying, and staying on sidewalks and not obstructing traffic.